Scott, it's all you.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Hold on. All right, so I decided to do my presentation on sampling, to be specific, more in music, because I like to mess around with that for fun. For those of you who don't know much about it, sampling is a method popularized in music in the late 20th century. It's pretty much taken over every genre by now, so you've definitely heard it on the radio or whatever, but it's really cool and something I love messing around with. So I made a prezi about it. Let me share my screen. You're gonna have to bear with me because I have to share the audio too. Where's the option to share audio? Do I have to go out again?
Yeah, before you share your screen, it'll ask you if you want to share computer audio.
Oh, okay. I think that's what I missed. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I have to install something. I think it worked. All right, it's kind of critical, so all right, well, okay, here we go. Let's go for it.
Wow, cool.
All right, so sampling is music transformed. Yeah, transform music forever. For the wiki definition, in music, sampling is the act of taking a portion or sample of one sound recording and using it as an instrument or a sound recording in a different song or piece. I like to think of it as taking old content and putting it in new context. I think the biggest leap forward for sampling and tech beyond recording technology itself was the advent of non-destructive editing and digital audio. I mean, before then, if you wanted to edit something, you had to splice tape by hand. But nowadays, it enables this crazy level of freedom within applications where you can just throw things around and not worry about destroying your masters or whatever. And that's very, very cool. Let's see. So to show you the possibilities, I'm going to start with a random excerpt from a Douglas Crockford talk. If you haven't heard of him already, he's a Yahoo engineer with a big presence in the JavaScript community. So go check him out. Listen to his talks on JavaScript. They're really cool. And you pretty much always learn something, even if it's a little bit. I know it just takes a little bit to load.
You should do it one way or the other. There isn't. There's no argument which is right or wrong, left or right.
And there's a reason for
completely
shyness.
arbitrary. It's like driving, should we drive on the left or the right? The British can demonstrate that you can drive on the left. We drive on the right. It's okay. It's good that there aren't any roads connecting us with England because we don't have to deal with that. So it doesn't matter which side we're on. It's just that we all be on the same side. I told that story in Bangalore, and it was like confusion. What are you talking about?
All right, so that's just a small bit from that. But I wanted to show you the source for a simple mix I made last night for rp18 as a joke. Don't expect anything great because I'm no pro, but I wanted to demonstrate some fun stuff you can do with audio apps like this one. It's my favorite. It's called Ableton. It's German, actually. You can do so much with it without too much effort. I really think it's the best sort of application for this sort of stuff. It features Douglas Crockford as MC, and he raps about the worst parts of JavaScript. So here we go. Let's hope it works.
We can't hear anything.
Nothing? All right. Could you hear the talk?
Yeah, we heard the talk.
Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Can you hear anything now?
Yep.
All right, good. Sorry about that.
JavaScript was designed in about 10 days.
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's true.
I could try. I'm not.
JavaScript is kind of special.
I think Zoom's kind of.
It makes you smell bad. You stink. JavaScript does that. Then your teeth turn yellow. Then you get sick, and then you die. You die. Partly because it has really bad parts. There must be good reasons for it. JavaScript. And I don't mean that metaphorically. There has been no human evolution since the Paleolithic era. We are those guys. We got their brains. We were selected for running around. Our heads were designed for thinking about strategies for getting food, and our guts were designed to get us out of danger when the predators were coming after us. We're using that brain. Take it in the brain. It doesn't make any sense. He might even hear himself saying these things. No, it's got to be amazing. Why would I be this passionate? Why would I be crying if this weren't important? JavaScript. No, I'm not going to put him on the right. That's so wrong. Can't you see how wrong that is? And he'll start making up reasons. So the head is now working, trying to figure out why is it wrong.
All right. You could hear that, right?
That was awesome.
Thanks. I made it really late, so that was the trial. But it's a lot of fun. You can waste a lot of time, and it's a lot better for you than video games, I think.
What was the name of that app you built it with, Scott? Could you type it in the chat? I'm not sure I got it.
Ableton. Wow, Dan with the snipe. That was a Mad Lib sample. Yes. I am blown away. He's one of my favorite producers.
That was rad. Any questions for Scott?
Oh, I see. That explains it. We should get a real job, Zan.
Great. Thanks, Scott. That was a great presentation. I'm going to have to share that audio clip with the rest of the Hack Reactor remote prep groups. I think they'll get a kick out of it with your permission.
Yeah, sure.
Before we jump into our groups for today, just again, an FYI, Zan and I are going to come by. Probably we'll give you an hour to get warmed up. And then we're going to come and check and see just how progress is going. Maybe help you define your scope if you feel like you're getting a little in over your head, because tomorrow you have about 1 day left to work on them, right? Tomorrow by halfway through class, we're going to be meeting up for presentations. The other thing I want to touch on right now is kind of post remote prep. One of the best things you can do, even if you feel like right now you're I'm not ready to take on a technical interview. First of all, you may be closer than you feel like you are. And I would really encourage you guys to sign up for office hours. If you haven't been in office hours at all with Zan or I, just make an appointment. Even if you just show up and you're hey, what's up? We can just kind of talk to you about what you feel like your next step is, so that we can kind of help make a plan for you. So you feel gosh, I learned a lot in remote prep. What should I do? What should I do in this meantime before a technical interview? Or maybe we talk a little bit of code and we're go take a technical interview, go see where you're at. You may surprise yourself. If you take an interview and get accepted, you actually have 6 months to start. So you can take an interview, find out where you're at, say, hey, I'm not ready to start until September or whatnot. If you don't feel like you want to do an interview yet, one of the best things here is to just kind of get into the Hack Reactor ecosystem. Would be to go to the hackreactor.com website and click apply now. That is just going to bring you to an admissions challenge, which is something that you all will be capable of passing now, sort of like JavaScript syntax checking. And just by completing that, it kind of actually reminded me of Vivian's presentation yesterday of the almost